From inside the walls of Hassan Falk, Urwa and Partia watch the vast horde of the Khuzaits pull away. It will not be long before their return. It will not be long before Hassan Falk will be once more under siege and perhaps once more forced to serve false kings. For as long as the Khuzaits reign over the steppe, and for as long as they hold Dynastica, Hassan Falk and the very heartland of the Ishkas remains unsafe. Partia turns to Urwa, silently seeking her advice. She simply stares at the teal banners as they disappear beyond the horizon. Hey everybody, it's Party Elite. Welcome you back to another chapter of the adventures of Partia al-Eat in Bannerlord. Will we simply let them come, ravage our lands, and leave as they please? Will we let them take from us time and time again and respond with rhetoric and tribute? Or will we punish them more and more each time they dare venture forth into our lands, forcing them back further and further until they are nothing? Not today, not ever again in the future, and to be remembered as nothing in the past. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Bannerlord. It has been a bit of time, and for that I do apologize, folks, and I thank you as well for your patience. But we are now back in the thick of things in this war against the Khuzaits, and hopefully things go well. Again, just a couple of episodes missed, but I hope you understand, and I'm sure some of you do. It's been a very wild week, but moving forwards, we should be back on track with our usual schedule, and boy, is there a lot of work to do. Now, I've been reading through the comments of the previous episode, of course, and I've been reading through the Discord chat as well in terms of a variety of factors. There's a lot of interesting thoughts out there, a lot of important things to consider moving forward in the near and far future. I think at present, at least some voices were pushing for peace, and I totally see the justification of that considering the circumstances we find ourselves in, but I also see some voices calling for a continuation of the war. Personally as well, I feel as though if we were to push for peace right now, of course, I'll have to resolve this first. If we do it through this screen, though, we unfortunately will have to pay a tribute. So as some of you suggested, we should go out, speak to one of these lords, and work out a peace deal where instead we give them perhaps some of the many merchants' banes that we're carrying or what have you, and as well as some money, of course. It'll definitely cost at least something to get peace over here. Now, with that said, though, I do feel that now that reinforcements have arrived over here, we've taken a bit of a risk because we have left somewhat naked, let's call it, our northern frontier. Now, there are still some parties out there. There are still some parties that are guarding that, again, northern line against the Valandians, I suppose. I just don't know if they're working in tandem, if they're working well enough together, if they'll be able to hold back the Valandians. And not just the Valandians, but the various mercenaries that they've recruited as well. So I don't want to end up in a neither here nor there sort of a situation. So I would rather have peace first with the Valandians than I do with the Khuzaits, because then at least we don't have to worry about these parties getting wiped out, and we also have the benefit that the Valandians, as some of you pointed out, have picked up a lot of mercenaries, which means they aren't available for the Khuzaits. I genuinely feel as though we have some momentum over here against the Khuzaits, especially if I'm able to ride out, have all of these parties join me, and then engage part, if not all, of this disbanded army. They will almost certainly regroup. I wouldn't be surprised if they're planning on crossing the bridge, regrouping, and then striking again. Hassan Falk has a minimum garrison, a minimum guard, so we can't just leave it be. Now, once I pass this over to Okai, I believe it'll be, sure, he'll reinforce it, but not by nearly enough to wait, to take on sort of beating after beating. We definitely need to push back. I feel as though if we take Dynastica or Odok or... I feel as though if we take one of those two before this war concludes, then at least next time, the starting line pushes a bit further into Khuzait territory rather than starting at the same point and costing us, equally in lives and wealth the next time this war kicks off. Because it will. It will. We should also take advantage of the fact that they are currently at war with the Battanians too. There's a lot of things to take advantage of right now, and so I think we must. Now, first order of business here is to go to the keep, go to the dungeon, manage the prisoners. We will go ahead and pick up all of these noble prisoners. Yeah. The weird thing is we're going to drop them back off the weird thing that the game does is when I give control of this thief over to, again, I think it's Okai, it will not carry over the influence bonus of gifting him the prisoners as well. I feel as though it should be included. I think it makes sense. Here, have this holding, and also the prisoners within, do with them as you please. I feel like there should be that influence boost from that, but there currently isn't. So this was actually good advice from the comments as well, to pull that out first, and then go ahead and speak to Okai, and then perhaps drop them off again, because we're not going to be carrying all those prisoners around. So that's definitely one thing to consider. With that done, let's go ahead and make the decision. Who is the owner of Hassan Falk? It is, yes, Okai. Now, I did get, again, some good suggestions and some good justifications for giving it to somebody else instead. See, Okai, Okai is of the Banu Arbas, which is a one-man clan, which means that he is less capable of defending. His clan as a whole is less capable of defending because, they have fewer parties and whatnot to spread around. Yorig was suggested as a potential alternative because the Ormidoving clan over here is a bit more numerous. And, he doesn't have the least amount of support either. I really do quite like that. That is a solid suggestion. My concern, though, is with regards to things like loyalty and whatnot as well, right? Like, I do believe, loyalty is already fairly low. If we put Yorig in, we'll get a -3, so we'll still be net positive. And then eventually that loyalty drift will probably go away. Like, we might be fine, but I'm just a little worried about playing those games. And plus, additionally, and on top of that, is the fact that, again, not only is Okai putting his own name forward, but he does have support of some of the other vassals as well as the council in a great number. And so I just wanted to touch on the fact that, yes, I saw the suggestions. I do think they're good ideas. But, despite being presented with a good idea, as I sometimes do, I'm going to stick with what the heart says, and perhaps we'll pay the price for it foolishly, or perhaps Okai will, see the responsibility that has been bestowed upon him, if the game will let me. Oh, weird. Right. I genuinely don't remember clicking on Okai's name. But hopefully he'll see the responsibility that has been bestowed upon him, and hopefully he will step up to the plate, as it were. So, Okai, you may have control over this fief. There it is, with the support of the council and the nobles. And since we're here, I just want to check. We kind of outnumber the Khuzaits. I say kinda because, well, to be fair, we've definitely whittled down their quality as well. So we should have the upper hand over here. Valandia is what concerns me. Because they have, gotta click here. Ooh, they've got the Legion of the Betrayed. Okay. 2-man. Oh, dear lord. Derthurt's own clan is pretty large. They've got the Gilman, the Company of the Golden Boar. This is quite a few. It's so weird, though. Why is it they're at war with Valandia, so why would they also be serving Valandia? That doesn't make any sense. Not sure about that one, but I feel like that's for a couple of them, isn't it? It is. Weird. I'm not sure how that's working. But we'll see. We'll see. If anything, I might push for a peace with the Valandians in opposition to my nobles, as opposed to peace with the Khuzaits. Ooh, that actually... Will it really not cost me anything right now? Oh, but again, folks, like, how long will we keep doing this dance? The next time they declare war on us, they'll strengthen their soldiers, they'll come at us with trained troops, they'll take Hassan Falk and Shabal Zamar Castle and Tamnu Castle again. We'll fight, we'll take them back, we'll be in the same position, we'll push. It's, it's that endless cycle, and I don't want to get caught in that endless cycle. The Valandians are weak and pitiful. They've been defeated countless times. It is a small tribute to pay. I'll go ahead and take this, and we continue taking the fight to the Khuzaits. I think that's the way to go. 90 tribute, 0 tribute, that's a marginal difference. It's basically irrelevant. I don't, like, it means nothing at this level of wealth and taxation. So the Valandians will have the benefit of our proposed peace. Everybody is against it. Everybody is against it. It'll cost me 600 influence. Are you kidding me? Holy crap. I was hoping it would be lower because it's, because there's a tribute involved, so. Well, no, you know what? I think it's the right call. Otherwise, the Valandians will start making headway as well up north. Now, hopefully, this will not free up those mercenaries right away. Hopefully, they will still continue to help the Valandians fight like rebels and stuff like that. Or maybe the Valandians will dive into another war entirely, if they aren't already in one. It's just, I don't understand this. Anyway, I feel like that was the right call, and now we don't have to worry about any of our northern castles being taken by, a 1,600 strong army made entirely of mercenaries. All right, we're done here. Let's go ahead and go to the dungeon now. Donate prisoners. I'm not going to carry them around. If he wishes to release them or ransom them, or if they manage to get away, so be it. There's not much I can do about it. But I will leave all these prisoners behind. So we're done here. From 746, we go up to, what? 849. Yeah, that's not bad. Improved our relations as well. Increased our charm. Okay. Okay, interesting. Not what I'd expected, but I'm definitely glad that works that way now. Now, I don't know if I just simply left them behind and then done the transfer of power if the same buffs would have applied, because we are now on the newer version of the game, but I don't know if that would have applied. But nonetheless, we are looking okay. No recruits, obviously, except for, obviously, the big one, I suppose. Let's visit the tavern. First order of business over here is to speak to... Well, this guy's having a good time. He's the one I wanted to speak to, but not first. First, I wanted to speak to... Do you not have... Is there no barmaid? I would like to have my men fed and watered, if you will. No? Are you serious? Not like upstairs or anything? After fighting those glorious battles, they deserve some type of a reward, and it's a bit of a bummer that it doesn't look like I'll be able to give them one here. Okay, very well. Garothion. Like, our Garothion? How many Garothions can there be? How many Garothians can there be that decided to become surgeons? Okay, good. He is our Garothion. I'm not going to forget Hassan Falk. A hard fight, but a glorious one, indeed. Indeed, indeed. Right, let's go ahead. Now, there have been some calls to replace our missing scout and our missing engineer. I want to make clear that replacing our missing engineer is probably not so important because the engineer skills aren't even applied in the game, so let's not like influence our decision making because of that. At the time, it was a nice thing to approach for one of our siblings, but as far as a scout is concerned, I definitely wouldn't mind having a scout. Though first and foremost, I think Hail the Golden. Let me take a quick look actually, because I hate that you can't access all the screens from here. I want to check if that's not what I want to check. Sorry. I wanted to check my clan real quick and make sure. Right, we can have 2 more parties. Right? And we can have 2 more companions. So one would be the scout, one would be the man that I want leading another army. Hail the Golden currently is waiting in Hassan Falk. Hopefully I'll be able to pick him up from here. If I haven't already. It's like, I'll be honest with you, I'm a little thrown off by the little pause we've had. But it won't be very... There we go, yeah. I vaguely remembered pulling him into our party last time, but I didn't see his name, so I wasn't 100% sure. So Dale is with us already. I will very quickly, first, before I forget, go ahead and make him our quartermaster. Temporarily. Just to train him up a little bit before we send him off on his own way. Right. Dale is... So I will be the engineer temporarily, it doesn't matter. He will be our quartermaster, and the reason why it's okay to do that is because if we take a look at our party at the moment, we are nowhere near the limit, so it doesn't matter that we're missing that quartermaster perk, or that quartermaster bump, basically. Now, as long as we maintain food variety and travel around, he'll be training, so that's good. But back to the tavern to pick up the other golden, as it were. Still no barmaid, eh? Weird. Okay, fair enough. Everyone's chilling over here, by the way. Where is... There he is. Hail the Golden. Wait. Hail the Golden is our man. Where's the other man? We had another gold... Oh, no, it was the bold, wasn't it? It was the bold. No, I know there's someone here who we want to speak to, and I can't for the life of me now remember. Engineer, Hawk, Black Hill, Smith, Wronged, Frostbeard, Brave, the Brave, Parabard, the Brave it was. Who I believe is, yes, a tactician and a bit of a leader, and we'll have to hone his stewardship skill, I believe. Your health, stranger. So who might you be? My name is Partia, sir. Tell me about yourself. I can tell you my story, but I don't know how interesting you will find it. I was born out of wedlock. My father took me in, and of course there was no question of me inheriting anything. I did not wish to be a burden on my brothers, so I decided to go to war. As it happened, my neighbors needed to supply an armed man for the king's levy. None of them wished to go, so I offered to stand in for them. They bought me a sword, jerkin, and horse, and thus I became a warrior. My first foray into war, we were pursued by a force of Imperial cavalry twice our number. One man was needed to stay behind and hold a ford, so that the rest could escape. The others had families, so I chose to be that one, as I could think of none who would mourn me. Wow, oh my god, this guy's story hits. My heart is already weak from the last episode, man. This is like, I don't think it can take this burden. You know what? I commend your love for your fellow man. I fought as best as I could, but the Imperial forces took me prisoner. When they found that there was no one to ransom me, they let me go on my pledge that I would pay them later. It was a most noble gesture of them, so I feel that I have no choice but to earn the money. Alright, they didn't kill him, good for him. That's why he's got the moniker the Brave. Right now I'm looking for work, if you have anything to offer. Well, I could use someone like you in my company. Very well. I'm going to need about 635 dinars to settle up some debts, though. Can you pay? I wish the option was... I like that story a lot. I wish the option was there to, like, pay off his greater debts. Though, honestly, at this point, the people he owes are probably dead. So, there are no more debts to pay, right? Which is oddly similar to our intro last episode or a couple episodes ago. But right, here you are. That's definitely something we can afford. Parabard the Brave joined our party. Excellent. We can very quickly... Nice. I'm glad we can access this from the tavern. Parabard the Brave, take a look at you. Oh, good. He's got some room for stewardship. That's good, because Dale the Golden does not. He needs to train this up, but it's good to see that Parabard has already got a little bit of room over here. We're going to have them both smithing a little bit. Again, the reason why I want to bump both of their stewardships, and in the case of Parabard, his leadership as well, is to make sure that they are able to have large parties that they can hopefully see success with. And of course, tactics needs to be bumped as well to ensure those successes. All right, we are done here. We must we pick up another? I believe Denek the Hawk would be a good scout, and I'm tempted. No, you're. I always think about the Outriders as people who would make good scouts as well. I always think about the horse archers making as good scouts as well, but I suppose that doesn't go hand in hand necessarily. Now again, we can train somebody just like we were training our sister, but why would I... Training my siblings is different from training, someone I'm quote-unquote paying, so to speak. You understand the difference, I hope. Doesn't look like we have anybody else up over here, and maybe it'd be better to check elsewhere. It's just for a scout anyway, right? So we're good over here. Let's go ahead and pick up some equipment for our new man. Trade. I'm sure we could sell them back some stuff, so it's not going to cost us all that money. And there was actually a really nice point made in the comments as well, that we can assume that all this conversation and relationship building and stuff happens while we are defending against that siege. Now, having food variety from over here, I mean, I don't know. Well, we can pick up a little... We did leave some grain behind. Here's what I'll do. I'll pick up some grapes, I'll pick up some meat, and I'll pick up... I'll leave the fish here. This gives us some food variety. And the reason why I'm doing this is because... Take your butter as well. In its stead, I can leave behind a bit more grain, right? So they'll still have food to make up for what I've taken, but we'll have that food variety that'll help train our new stewards, as it were. Okay, now, in terms of armor, there was a suggestion that there's better armor here for me, and there is. Southern Reinforced Brass Scale Shoulders is not a bad idea. Go ahead and pick that up for myself. Nice. That actually looks a fair bit nicer as well. But for Dale over here, well, Dale's decently equipped, if I'm not mistaken. He's got... Could stand to have slightly better equipment, actually. Give you this Southern Lamellar armor, I think. 36 versus 37. Weight of 9.5 versus 5.5. Okay, this is a bit lighter. Sure, let's give you the leather strips over padded robe then. That's a decent look. And I think that's the main upgrade he really needs. I think his helm is pretty good. Yeah, 48 head armor is up there. He'll be fine. Cool, and I believe his equipment is decent as well, so that's all good. I will obviously get rid of some of the junk I'm carrying, that goes without saying. Have some good helms. They're all crowned helms, which is a little weird to give to a nobody. This rusty Vendel helmet is actually a pretty high quality helmet. I might give that to my other man over here, Parabard the Brave. This is a solid piece of equipment. I don't like that it's rusty, but they don't have... Like, what's available here isn't nearly as good, so why would I give him something just because... Like, okay, it's got a bit of rust on it. It's temporary. It'll keep you alive until we can get you something without rust on it. The other option is I get you something without rust on it, but it doesn't keep you alive, and then, you know, congratulations on your not rusty armor. Let's go ahead and give him the Southern Lamellar armor. Right. Let's get him the scale shoulders. Good stuff, good stuff. Perhaps we can add some better gloves as well. These are marginally better. I don't know if marginally better is going to make that much of a difference. Wonder if we have something better in here, actually. Yeah, we do. Quite a bit, actually. Do this by value. Right to the top. What do we have here? Okay, let's go ahead and put these Imperial Lamellar shoulders on you. And let's go ahead and add these Warlord bracers as well. Again, do I want them diving into combat? No, I want them leading from behind, but I don't know how they actually will behave on the battlefield, or what situations they'll find themselves in on the battlefield, I should say. Or perhaps I should say what situations I'll throw them into on the battlefield. Let's go ahead with the hardened leather wrap boots, I suppose. I could alternatively give them these cracked decorated boots or these worn reinforced boots. Those worn boots seem like the best option, actually. Yeah, worn... Oh, where'd they go? Worn reinforced suede boots. Sure. He does need a horse. Of course, we picked up the Aserai war horse for you. And we also... Well, let's go ahead and dump the... Not going to use those. Not going to use these either. Didn't mean to dump the ponies. Okay, don't need any of these. They're all trash. Tier, there we go. What do you have? What do you have for me? Step half barding. Sure, that'll do the trick for now. I'll check what equipment he needs afterwards. But let's go ahead and sell... Man, really? They still can't even afford one of our Merchant's Banes, eh? 77,870 is all they have. What else could I buy from them that is actually worth owning? Get a couple of step horses, I suppose. Let's just dump some of our junk, I think. I don't want to spend too much more time in here than we've already spent. We spent a fair bit of time in here, and I do apologize for that, but we will be done shortly. What I could do, actually, is, you know what? Let's hold off on this. We'll pay this run. We'll see what kind of equipment we want to buy him, if any. And then we'll come back here, see how much money we can make off these guys. So, done here. I really hope... Yeah, I think he's properly equipped. I hope this man does the job. I hope he does a decent job. I wish I checked his other stats earlier. I was in this screen as well, but I just didn't check. One-handed is good, polearm is decent, and he's good at riding. Okay. Okay. Well, some of his equipment we definitely already have on hand. One-handed and polearm, eh? One-handed. We'll give you the lightly ridged flissa, like our uniform over here. And the polearm, I do believe we have this spear over here. We must have a Valandian heavy lance. There we go. Let's get you a shield as well, of course. Now, there might be better shields available for purchase. Yep, looks like it. And maybe some, like, throwing axes or the Merchant's Bane or something. I feel like he's not good at throwing, so I'm like, what do I give him? It's actually worth him carrying, you know? I guess having a couple of throwing axes as a last case scenario, the last resort, isn't such a bad idea. But we need to get him a shield. All right, fair enough. Over to the store. It's not going to be enough money to sell off one of our Merchant's Banes. The only reason I'm talking about the Merchant's Bane like that is because it's one thing to sell as opposed to multiple things to sell. You know what, actually? I take it back. The tall heater shield. Keep yourself alive. Heal, what kind of a shield do you have? The heavy heater shield. Fair enough. Let's go ahead and sell just a couple of these, because we'll be making a few more right now. 1, 2... Just, what, 3... 7,000 short of being able to afford another one. Very well, let's dump some of our junk then. God knows there's plenty of it. There's plenty of it. Oh my god. Well, I'm glad we at least got these new warriors and commanders first before looking at this. And again, honestly, I don't mind if we leave some money behind in this city. It is our holding after all. We don't necessarily want to rob them of all their wealth just because we can. We don't need it as much anymore. Now, again, granted, and I saw this, I think in the comments of the last episode as well, it's like, yeah, it's easy to say we have a lot of wealth until we don't. And that's very true. All it takes is one conversation where the Lord wants to take, you know, where the Lord wants to take 500,000 or even 1 million in dinars, and the next thing you know, we're broke again, right? It is really that easy, so let's not get too cocky about our wealth. Okay, done and done. Left 10k left. I might leave them with that. Do you have any garbage here? A bunch of bent crossbows. Some splintered barbed arrows. Leave those behind. Cracked hunting bows. Don't need those. Some simple javelins. Sure. Fish harpoons. Yeah, leave this behind as well. Cool. Leave them with a little bit of money. We're done here. Yes. Hopefully. Alright. Now we step forth. We've got our food variety. We've got a quartermaster set. We've got prisoners dropped off. We're all good there. We were not able to feed our soldiers, unfortunately. We'll do it at the next stop. But for now, oh no, you know what? We got a smith. We got a smith for that initial training. I'm not going to have everybody smith. I don't want to spend the time doing that. I'll be completely frank with you. We'll do that. We'll have the opportunity at the next city we stop at. I want to get into a fight over here, and I want to demolish more of these Khuzaits. I've got that, I'm seeing red, let's put it that way. So, first things first, let's go ahead and make some javelins over here. Fine steel leaf spear head. There you go, there you go. More stuff that we can probably use as potential bartering equipment, you know, when we talk to lords. Sure, make this empty slot bigger too, why not? Done, done, done. Done. Forge away. Looking at what we have and what we need. Forge away. The Merchant's Bane. Wanted to make sure we spelled it correctly this time around. Done. Good stuff. Look at that. Madness. Some more. Feel you're tired, man. Good stuff. And heal. You as well. Don't have enough steel. Alright, fair enough. Over to refining. We will go ahead and smelt, rather, sorry. Some steel. Which one is steel? Steel is that. Okay, cool. Go ahead and smelt some of these. Alright, we need charcoal as well. So much going on. Go ahead and do that myself since I can. Sure. And then let's go ahead and smelt something that gives us wood as well. It's funny being in this position. It is definitely funny being in this position. It's been so long since we've needed to acquire these simple resources. Sure, that ought to be enough. The heal. Back to forging. Forge away. Done. Good stuff. And again, good stuff. Cool, that's all we need right now. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to spend forever on this screen right now. There's plenty left to do in terms of getting these guys ready to go, and I want to go. Alright, 2 focus points available, 1 attribute point for Bannerlord the Brave. We want to make sure we up his leadership, I think, and his stewardship is fine, actually. I think his tactics and leadership might be a good idea to spend some focus points on first. Because, again, that there's room for learning with stewardship yet, but leadership and tactics not so much. Town loyalty, town garrison. Renown gain. Troops have experience at the beginning. Troops ignore retreat. Yeah, see, there's some valuable stuff over here. Definitely some valuable stuff over here. Not as valuable as tactics or stewardship, perhaps. But you know what? He's capped up over here, so why not? And let's up his intelligence to help his stewardship a bit more. That attribute point. Cool. Done. That's Parabard the Brave. His smithing has improved. Make him an efficient charcoal maker and make him a steel maker as well. And then Dale the Golden over here. With your 1 focus point, we'll go ahead and up your stewardship, and we'll also use your attribute point for bumping that stewardship as well. Yeah, sure. I think that works. I think that works. All good. Let's ride out, I suppose. I'm not going to lie, I'm a little nervous about this. I'm tempted to wait for some time. We're 486 strong. If we step out right away, all we have to do is kind of like turn up and try and collect people. My concern is they're going to regroup right away over here. Now let's go for it. Step out over here and... That's dumb. That's absolutely stupid. The gates are over here. How do I find myself over here on having left the town? That's... I don't know what's going to happen over here. I have no idea what's going to happen over here. Taman, I cannot speak to. Me here. Are you worth speaking to? Nope. A Chaku. Perhaps you. Yeah, one person worth speaking to here. So I apologize for the edit there. Bit of a strange situation that I've... if you're in the Discord, again, link to the Discord is in the description down below. If you're in the Discord, you'll know exactly what went down. In fact, if you follow me on Twitter, again, also link in the description down below, you'll know exactly what went down and why there is this edit. But to summarize it, you know, to make a long story short, I ended up being engaged in battle, and everybody was babies, is I think the only way I can describe it. Everybody was babies. I spent some time trying to figure out how to not make everybody a baby. I've gotten rid of the one mod that I've been using, which was the Banner Peasants mod that adds more banners to the battlefield, and it seems to have fixed the problem. But of course, you know, that battle, that version of events was unnatural and unseeming. Fortunately, we have this autosave, the very same autosaves that we make fun of every time we leave a holding. That very same autosave right now is coming to save this episode, because we're able to drop in after having recruited our new companion, getting all the equipment and all that stuff out of the way. Unfortunately, though, the autosave also takes us to this very same unfortunate position where we're about to get ambushed by, well, literally everybody, unless we're able to get out of here. Now, first thing I want to do actually is swap out my equipment, because this strange vision of the future that Partia had, I suppose, where everybody was a baby, included the fact that he was armed with the longbow still from the previous siege. So we're gonna go ahead and swap that out. I guess in a way it was a blessing. No, it wasn't. Yeah, but it's fine though. It's it was weird, but we're past it. We're diving right back in. Where's my Executioner's Axe? Now, it's been suggested that I try the glaive instead, because glaive on horseback, I've performed well with it, etc., etc. I totally hear that. I do want to point out though that with Valdim, I have also done well on horseback. It's just lately I've been a little rusty. And I think that's where some of my, misses and stuff are coming from. And I think we can avoid those misses if I just kind of like shake off the rust and start scoring those hits again. Because the Executioner's Axe has been very valuable. Sorry, not the Executioner's Axe, but Valdim has been very valuable We get that slight bit of extra reach, but also the sort of penetration. We can kill like multiple people with one swing and stuff like that. It might just also be because I've upgraded my skills since I last used the glaive, but I want to try and hone my skills with Valdem first. And I think more than that, it's also important that I try and force myself to stay back more often. A lot of the time when stress levels are at an all-time high, I'm also more likely to miss, hits. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this has been left in the cut, but of the group over here, the only person I can speak to, I believe, is actually Achaku. So we're going to try that. We're going to try speaking to Achaku, and if we're lucky, we'll then be able to get away from all this mess. And I don't know if we will be. I don't know if we will be. Yours is not a face I know. What is your name, stranger? I am Partia. And who are you? I am Achaku of the Baltait. I am sure you have heard the name of our clan in the epics of the steppe. We carry the name of one of the 12 sons of the great she-wolf, mother of the Khuzaits. I know your name. I hear you took Hassan Falk. Indeed. Something I'd like to discuss. Your liege is not worth your loyalty. I'm the rightful ruler of the lands. I would like your support. I barely know you and you're asking me to talk treason. You may know me as a man of honor. Damn it. I was really hoping for that critical success. Not comfortable discussing this with me? You gave an oath to your liege. Well, Monchik is not known for keeping his word. Very well, excellent. Excellent. Might be correct. Monchik is a friend of mine. I don't imagine betraying him. What kind of a man are you, Achaku? You know what? Has Monchuk really repaid you for your service as you deserve? Playing on his valor, ignoring the numbers, play on his valor. Damn, ineffective. Fair enough. I'll take it. We don't have a chance over here anyway, I'm sure. Why change sides now? Once one declares oneself a rebel, there's usually no going back. You are known for your valor. Fortune favors the bold. Together we will win this war quickly. Beautiful. Critical success. Now, the last time I had this conversation, in my visions of a future full of babies, I had the exact same end result. So, I am neither here nor there with emotions with regards to this end result, I suppose. I can't argue with that, he says. Very well. We'll convince him next time. I must beg my leave. Next we meet. Can't promise things will go so peacefully. Very well. Ooh, okay, this might actually work in our favor here. Weren't we, like, overlapping with Temen's party? Okay, listen, I'm gonna take that, like, 1/4 of a millimeter that we just got over here and use that to my advantage. Because I think what we can do is, I think if we, like, angle up this way, we are actually faster than some of these guys. Okay, there's hope yet. So we'll kind of like run away at an angle over here and then loop back and try and regroup with these guys and then maybe even strike back. What I could try and do as well is I could try and... No, I shouldn't bring anybody else in. I shouldn't bring anybody else in. And hang on a second. Have we already taken care of... Yes, we have. All right, cool. It's really weird having a cut like that happen, and so I apologize for for just double-checking some things. So our nobles are no longer preoccupied up north, but do I want to drag them down over here? Maybe. We'll see how this situation plays out first. I do want to check, however... Ooh, Lek isn't too far away. Neither is Isvan or Anthari or Sven. Oh, these guys are... This must be these guys. Anthari, Lek, Isvan, Sven. Okay, that's all these guys. Great. I was like, oh, hey, even more reinforcements are en route. Nope, this is 2 hours of distance. Okay, let's try this. Get away. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, oh. Oh, we've got this. Oh, we've got this. Come on, come on. No, no, on me, on me. Where are you going? Where are you going? Also, that's cool. Erinix is gathering an army. Oh, that's great, actually. There's actually a very, very valid comment that I saw in the comments of the previous episode, and that was that I have taken so many lords into my own army that it's very unlikely that anybody else will form an army, but it seems as though we've actually left enough parties and lords, I guess, aside that Erinix over here is forming an army near Kentarian. Now, Kentarian is all the way up over here. Very well. You know what? This is actually probably for the better. I imagine everyone is kind of nearby-ish. Oh, I've rotated the map, haven't I? Hang on a second. Just want to make sure that I don't move in the wrong direction here. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so, sorry, what I was getting at was, yeah, this is, oh, you know what, this is actually quite far. I don't know where the rest of my parties, where the rest of these guys are, but I imagine they're somewhere up over here. Maybe they're actually over here, because they're fighting against the Valandians from, Bannerlord Castle, right? So maybe they are nearby. Anyway, this just means that we're applying pressure from two sides again, and that's really, you know what, great. If we're gonna pull off a pincer like this, then I'm all for it. Now, this is interesting, 482. These guys are all running away from me. Engaging these parties down over here. Okay, I guess I don't mind that. I guess I would be okay with that. At least we can separate the pack over here. Separate the horde, as it were. Try and engage them separately. Sure. Don't want to let them get away. Oh, but we have to now. But we have to now. We dive in over here. I'll probably send the troops in. Help Sven's party, sure. I guess I could use this as an opportunity to warm up. Oh, good. The reinforcements are here, too. I was a little worried that they were going to get away and then proceed to harass us constantly. But no, seems we're good on that front. So fine. You know what? I will fight this, and I will just double check once more. We have changed our equipment. Yes, we have. Okay, good stuff. So let's attack. A little bit of a warm up before we take on that army to the north there, because I do want to try and engage them right away and crush them, get as many of them prisoner as possible, and then hopefully keep this war going, except with momentum on our side. All right, let's begin. There are archers up front. Yep. Infantry right behind you. Archers a little bit further up into a... No. Alright, will. Boost formation. Horse archers, let's go. Okay. This is working out. Cavalry, let's get you up over there. We okay? We're okay. Charging. Horse archers are coming as well. Yeah, excellent. There we go. Where are the horse archers? 6 of them. Not a lot. Alright, very well. Horse archers are in the area. Cavalry, stay back. I can't imagine they're going to be charging me. Outside of these horse archers, obviously. Oh, come on, seriously? We're gonna have to, like, bait these guys out. I want to make sure as well that I don't take too much damage over here. Because, I want to make sure if we get engaged with that larger army... Wow, seriously? We are still, able to fight directly. Like, able to command on the field ourselves. Alright, we're okay. This is fine, actually. I'm okay with this, because we can now creep a little bit closer and then start to whittle away at their forces. No, you wanna come at me? Go for it. Our own horse archers are responding. There we go. Come on now. Down he goes. Down he goes. Beautiful. Go back a little bit. Ah, I knew I was gonna miss that one. Feel the flubbed shot. Come on. This turning radius on this horseman. A little bit of damage there. Got a shield up in time, didn't he? We're okay, we're okay. Down he goes. Excellent. I did take a bit of a hit there. Not ideal. Not too bad either. Down he goes. Beautiful. Men are doing okay. Ah. Nope. He's been thrown back. Excellent. Doing alright. Yeah, maybe I've overcomplicated our circumstances here. Would have been easier to just send the troops in. But I definitely did feel like I wanted to warm up a touch. And also, the way to make sure not everybody is babies. That was so weird. That was so... You gotta check out the screenshots. Not took a little bit of damage there. Where are these guys? Pull you up a little bit. Taking a touch of damage now. Not the end of the world. Touch of damage, I mean like losing some soldiers. But I want to try and get these guys to break their formation. More cavalry back over here as well. Alright. I'm gonna just like let my horse archers have a field day at this point. I'm being a little too cautious with them, I think. Or they're just not firing? Like what's going on? Something else up now? Maybe they're just hitting the shields at all times. Possibility. Okay, I feel like I'm completely out of my element over here. Radagos just got dropped. Excellent. Finally, there we go. Jesus. We doing okay? You guys firing? You guys, what's going on? Don't you dare. Don't you dare throw that javelin. Why am I missing you? There we go. Finally. Bear with me, folks. Here we go. Nope. You guys finally charging? I see some movement. Pull back, pull back. Let's go. Looks like they've got out of their circle formation at least. So that's something. Excellent. Horse archers are still pulling back. Keep going, keep going. Cavalry, get ready to charge. In they go. This should be a pretty good charge, I hope. Losing a Mamluk heavy cavalry, are you serious? Comes the cav. Coming in from the sides, coming from behind. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Pull the cavalry back, let's go. Opportunity to level up, I suppose. They'll ride down these archers on the way through. Come on now. Horse archers pull back, let's go. Their infantry's getting a little too close up there. Alright, we're doing okay. Another charge command over here. Finish the trick. Beautiful. Beautiful. Horse archers move over to that side. Cavalry push through. We'll come in ourselves as well. Hopefully scoop up a few kills. There's one at least. Good stuff. Yorick got dropped, not dead, but dropped. By the way, it has been pointed out that in that previous battle where I was wondering why a bunch of our nobles didn't show up in the list at the end, it was pointed out to me that it's probably because, well, rather, it's definitely because they were too low health to engage in that battle, and that's why they didn't. Their names weren't listed. Because, not because they didn't do anything, but because, well, I mean, technically they didn't do anything, but because they were too injured to participate in that battle, much like we are when we're below, I don't know, what is it, 50% health or 20% health or something. Same thing applies for the companions and other party members and stuff as well. So, thanks again for clarifying that. That's definitely what it was. That makes a lot more sense than what I was theorizing. Right, there we go. That battle lasted way too long. That was should have just been a bit more aggressive there. But you know what? I am definitely glad that I fought it, because already the rust is has reaccumulated. Down you go, Ataku. That's what you get for denying me. A gift, you could call it. Well done, men. Well done. A battle well fought. The other weird thing about the previous version of events, I don't know if I mentioned this, is that my army was tiny for some reason. Not just that they were all babies and so they were small, but also only a fraction of my army had loaded in, and so I had to change my settings again to have my full-sized armies. It was weird. It was weird all around. But nonetheless, this battle is won. We lost 7 soldiers, 4 wounded. Seems that we did fairly well. A couple people leveled up. Fantastic. I'll take it. Now at least we can regroup and strengthen and engage this larger Khuzait army. Not just with a bit of confidence coming off the win, but also with just a bit more confidence for my own sanity as well. Am I prisoner now, Ataku? You are indeed at my mercy. Didn't have to be this way. Ooh, hey, hello. 18 troops. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I will take them all on. Want to make sure that we are... Yeah, okay. Just want to make sure that we're not these numbers necessarily, but just thrown off by the whole quartermaster thing as well. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. We have 48 prisoners. We can take a few more to get up to that 65. Let's go ahead and pick up the Khuzait horse archer. Did they change? They changed something on the Aserai Mamluk guard. They look a little different. But let's go ahead and pick you up. Let's get ourselves an Imperial Legionary as well. And why not these guys? They seem to be relatively ruthless killers, I suppose. And the Tribal Warrior, I suppose. Sure. Close enough to being a Heavy Lancer. And a little bit of a frontline bump as well, sure. Leave room for some better troops as well down the line. done here? Indeed we are. Somebody else can pick up the rest of the prisoners. Pick up all the loot, of course. Well within our limits now again, fortunately. After having dumped all that junk off. And, okay, I suppose we can chase after these guys and engage them. I mean, I want to... Everybody still... You gonna join me now, finally? There we go. Beautiful. 924 strong. 96 more to come. These guys are moving at a speed of 2.9. We should be able to catch them. Oh, we're 1,000 strong. Okay, very well. Up we go. Ooh, we're gonna be 600 strong. Hopefully still slow enough for us to catch. 2.9. They're slightly faster. That's too bad. Do we give up the chase? Or do we keep it alive? I suspect they're trying to regroup with maybe more parties or something. If I'm... Oh, man. It's tough. See, the good news is that the walls over here still stand. So if an army were to put this under siege, they would have to, you know, build equipment and stuff. They would likely build equipment and stuff before engaging. Alright, I think we keep the chase alive. We cannot let these guys regroup and become an even larger army. Oh, would you look at that? Somehow Ataku has managed to escape within days of being captured. Less than a day. Less than a day. Hill is improving his stewardship. Good stuff. Yeah, but looks like they've stopped over here. Now, I don't know if they're going to try and get away from us or what's going on. Probably, almost certainly. But what we can do as they are gaining some reinforcements is we can send one of ours up ahead. Now, I wonder if... Who do I send up ahead? Who do I send up ahead? I'm going to go ahead and send... Damn. Thomond. Putting a lot of faith in you, buddy. I'm sending Thomond up because I'm hoping... Yes, good. I'm hoping that he would be able to engage... Not just quickly. Where's Honoratus? Who? Oh, yeah, okay, that is his army. Not just quickly, but also he might be able to draw the attention of this army because it's like, oh, it's small. I'm probably too close for that to work out. But I'm hoping. I'm hoping. If not the army, then perhaps that other party that we just saw arrive. One of them might get baited into an engagement, and then we'll come out on top. One can dream, right? Let's go, though. Looks like we've got this engagement. Come on. I'm with you. I'm with you, Thomond. Engage them. Thea is up there now. Oh, this is going to be a big, big fight, isn't it? Thomond, are you kidding me? It's okay. 47 soldiers, not the end of the world. Not the end of the world. This is going to become a big fight, though. 2.7, 2.7. All right, we're matched in terms of speed. Let's go, let's go, let's go before they get more reinforcements. Our wounded are healing as well. They do not have any wounded, so they are at their capacity. Calatilde has just arrived. Wonderful. Let's do this. Come on. Calatilde. Yes! 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 I am so pleased. I was just about to say, Calatilde, you know, do us the honor. Engage the enemy. And there she goes. Beautiful. Absolutely help Calatilde's party. Beautiful. We just barely outnumber them. I don't know if it's by enough to make a difference. In fact, this might work in their favor because it's a 1,000 soldier cap, so they're going to actually come in with their entire army. This might actually work in their favor, whereas we'll be 100 short, you know, approximately. Yeah, I mean, let's do it. I mean, I guess I could have waited for Odhan and for Odhan rather. Calatilde's already here, but for Odhan to join. But how long would it take, right? Who knows? We're here now. Let us attack. All right, this is gonna be stressful. This is tense. We had a slow start to today's episode, but the tension is right back. Oh no, really? Are you kidding me? This is the environment in which we fight. This is not good for us. We might have a bit of a clearing ahead of us. It looks like there's a bit of a mound over here we can try and take advantage of, but if that's not the case, this is not good for us. Let's do this. Oh no, this is worse than I'd anticipated. Archers move up, let's go. There is a bit of a mound over here, but not the kind that I need. So let's go. Loose formation for all the archers. Horse archers, let's pull you up over here. Drone 73 horse archers are coming up. Horse archers, let's get you in a loose formation as well. Cavalry, let's get you into a wedge formation. And the horse archers, and there come theirs as well. You guys are in loose formation, yeah. Infantry, let's get you into a shield wall right off the bat. Cavalry, go ahead and charge. Archers are firing. Very big distance here. Cavalry charge is happening right now, excellent. Good stuff, good stuff. Our own horse. Oh, I might need to be with these guys a little bit. Cavalry, pull back, pull back. Horse archers doing okay? Yeah, they're able to fire. Okay, good stuff. Are archers able to fire? Looks like it. Send them packing, excellent. Cavalry, regroup over here. Come on now. Don't get too adventurous. Alright, we did a decent bit of damage there. Good stuff. What are we up against on the other side here? What's the terrain looking like? I don't want to get too far away from reinforcements. It looks like they're actually holding their ground on the other side of that bridge, which I don't mind. If it wasn't for all this ranged cavalry harassing me right now, I would hold the ground on the other side of that bridge. Alright, let's go ahead and move our archers up over here. Infantry up over here, archers up over there. They'll fire away horse archers. Let's pull you up this way. Go. Cavalry, let's send you up that way. Let's go. Alright, we're firing away. Good stuff. Might actually draw them out a little bit sooner than I'd initially anticipated, but that's not the end of the world. Firing away. Yes, excellent. Infantry has arrived as well. Look at that shield wall move. Beautiful. Good stuff, good stuff. Looks like they're coming up. Yeah, see, that's why I didn't want to take the bridge, because they can come from the ground on either side of it as well. Yeah, good stuff. Cavalry, let's move you a little bit further up. You can get a nice charge from the side if necessary. Archers are still firing away. These guys are rushing us a little bit. Horse archers, just be careful. Don't get swarmed. Come on, men. They're clumped up. Fire away. Move our footmen up. Archers back. Let's go. Cavalry, run through. Infantry charge. Cavalry charge. Let's go. Beautiful stuff here. Archers have pulled back as well. They should be able to fire freely now. Pull the cavalry back. Let's go. Infantry. Careful advance now. Archers hopefully still firing away. Horse archers doing alright. Seems to be the case. Might be getting harassed soon. Infantry hold the line here. Horse archers pull back. Infantry fall back. Let's go. Hold the line here instead. I don't want them to turn their backs and get shot up from behind, which is what seems to be what's happening. Cavalry, pull you in over here. Let's go. Stuff. Archers. Pull you up a touch. Horse archers have done okay. Yeah, looks like it. Alright, good stuff, good stuff. Wonderful stuff. Cavalry's pushing in again. I'll pull you out. Let's go. We're kind of holding the bridge. Sort of. Trying to send their cavalry up from the sides over here. Oh no. For once I've caught a name as one's been killed. They just don't stop, do they? Still holding the line. Horse archers, pull up this way, let's go. Doing okay, we're doing okay. Yeah, horse archers able to fire away from the sides now. Infantry charge. Cavalry. I have so many horses. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I think we pushed them back. Once more. Yes, seems to be the case. Come up to here, let's go. Archers are still able to fire away back over here as well. Look at these riders. Oh my god. Terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Dropped a heavy lancer at least. That man. Way too well equipped. Got his horse a little bit. Come on now. Getting too personally engaged. I need to pull back. Go ahead and charge. Let's go. Where are my riders? Pull you back over here. Let's go. Try and take some losses finally. I don't like that. Archers are all the way back there. Okay, fair enough. 137. Infantry, hold the line over here, please. Come on, men. Fought well so far. Can't lose it all now. Taking a lot of losses right now, though. A lot of our reinforcements coming through as well. I think they were a little separated as their cavalry got behind us. There we go, finally. How did I miss that guy? Back around, we're still holding the line. Yep. Down you go. All those reinforcements back over there. Getting picked off, I think. Let myself get a little too ahead of myself, maybe. Down you go. Excellent. How are they looking here? Doing okay. I think we've won it. I think we've pushed them back. I think we've won it. We've got a handful of archers. Charge in. Let's go. Finish them off. End this. Lost at least one good warrior. Well, one noble warrior, I should say. We've lost many good warriors. Nice. Full surround down over here. Excellent. Well done, men. Well done. I'm scared to see the end result. Because again, I only caught the one death. I don't know if you did as well. But I only caught the one death, and I'm scared to see how many more there have been. Good stuff. It's a very important victory, actually. It's a very important victory. It might very well change the course of what happens next. But it has certainly changed the course of at least one thing. Two things, it would seem. Both Perik and Kada have died on the battlefield. Perik is the name that I'd seen, by the way. Another one falls, I suppose. Another one falls. 8 of them getting away. Well, 7 now. Yeah, I think they're going to get away. But that was pretty intense. 530 killed, 405 wounded. We lost 141 and 141 wounded. Not too bad, actually. I'm pretty pleased with how that went. That felt a lot worse when things started going a little sideways. That felt a lot worse, but I'm not too upset about that. That is good. That is good. I kind of want to take a look at this after-action report just to see how things went down there. I was so worried we were going to lose. Oh, I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it. We did pretty well, though. These Mamluk heavy cavalry, yeah, they did okay. I was really hoping that the enemy would be a bit more aggressive, but I think it worked out in our favor. We basically were able to fight in a more open space than we would have otherwise. Look at this. Was one guy got 6 kills. You know, maybe I should stop, just because I can't say their name, maybe I should stop thinking less of them. But yeah, damn, that was, you know what, not a bad showing. Not a bad showing at all. I suspect our archers, actually our archers in our own party didn't do all that much, but it's very possible that they arrived later. I'm sure our archers did a fair bit of work in this battle. And honestly, with the fall of this army and with the engagement that we won earlier today, I can't imagine the Khuzaits have many high-tier soldiers left. Battle after battle from last session to this session, and even the session before the last one, I would say. I think we've finally managed to whittle down the Khuzaits strength. Or at least I hope. Yeah, we did quite well there. A lot of melee success as well. I feel like I've gotten a bit better at controlling my my infantry. I think we did a lot better that time around with infantry. That's what the numbers are saying, at least. So, cool, nice. Victory's ours. I wish they had a scroll bar because I do like reviewing my overall numbers at the end of the battle for myself, at least, just so I know, not just the numbers up over here either. I mean this stuff. We're now in 6.8. All right, good stuff. I'm pleased with how that went. How many prisoners did we get? Wow. 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 Honoratus, Yana, Akrum, Temen, and Chagan. We must have absolutely obliterated these guys. And 28 soldiers over here as well. You kidding me? Don't mind if I do. Pick them all up. I mean, there's some that are lower tier than others, sure, but overall, not bad. 28. Got the room for them. Altogether, we make 250, 264, so still room for even more beyond. But prisoners, we can pick some up as well. Heavy Lancers, Darkhan, Heavy Horse Archers. See, like, this wasn't a terrible army. It was not as good as some of the previous ones we've been fighting, but it wasn't a terrible army. But you can definitely tell the gradual weakening of their strength has been on display over here. Get some Aserai footmen, perhaps. Some Sturgeon recruits to level up. A Master Archer. Get you, you, and you. And you. We need a front line, right? Let's not forget. Is there perhaps a noble? No, it doesn't look like it. All right, cool. Very well. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Sure. Sure thing. Down there. The others can take the other prisoners, I don't mind. And take all the loot. Yes, don't mind if I do. Still, we have plenty of weight limit left over for that. Excellent. Kala has died in battle. Eric has died in battle. That is really quite sad. Eric of Daemalarn. It is simply him and Heckard. Damn. Now, they're in charge of their own marriages and things like that, so I really hope they try and keep their own clans alive as well. But damn. Eric. Eric was an emir of the Ishkas. He died in battle in 1104 at the age of 47. He was reputed to be cautious. Well, I assure the world that he was not cautious as he courageously fought off the Khuzait hordes and protected our lands. He's a generous man. And again, they say he lacked valor, but we know different. Yeah, man, that's he's a good dude. He's good skills, fond memories. But price we pay, I suppose. Price we've been paying for a very long time, and it's the price we continue to pay. Dynestica has 670 defenders. We have 1,157, actually, when Audhan finally arrives, which will be when, Audhan? When will you get here? 8 hours. Okay. We could begin the siege of Dynestica, and when Audhan arrives, he'll just bolster our strength. The Khuzaits must be weak. They must be faltering. They must be flimsy right now. Between us and the Battanians and all of the defeats that we have dealt them, I'm feeling pretty good. Erinix's army is still... Oh, no, it's not still gathering. It is going to a point, or so it claims. Erinix... Oh, okay, no, it is still gathering. I hate that that's... Game can't decide which way to go. Nonetheless, folks, Hassan Falk is under siege, I suppose. But yeah, it looks like it is under siege. So we'll have to come back down over here once again. We saw this coming from a mile away. Defend it, and then maybe go after Dynestica. But either way, we do have Audhan coming to join us to bolster our strength, and hopefully things will go smoothly next time. Folks, hope you enjoyed this session. Again, a bit of a slow start, but tension at the end there to get our hearts pumping again. Hope you had a good time. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a massive difference in how I approach content on the channel, what I do more or less of, how I go about doing it. Y'all know the drill by now. As always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. Y'all keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, I bid you farewell.